What's up, everybody? Caleb here. So, Valentine's Day just happened, am I right? Anybody hold hands? Anybody get some? Anybody stand in front of their bathroom mirror naked and look at themselves? I may have done one of those three things. Not going to tell you which one. Maybe you'll find out later in a future intro. But in the meantime, enjoy the episode, and when the screen goes dark at the end, hopefully the reflection that you see of yourself makes you happy and not devastatingly sad. Enjoy the episode. You know the show The Amazing Race?
Yeah.
Or whatever? I actually have never watched it, but it's basically you're with a team of people and you're going all across the world doing all these crazy things and, you know, like challenges and basically like a lame version of our show. So, my question to you is that you get to create a team to compete in this show that's similar to The Amazing Race, except it's with other people's and their teams that they create for this. And your team is yourself and 3 fictional characters. And you can pick any fictional characters you want that are human or humanoid. And the only catch is that any supernatural abilities they have, they won't have in this game show. But you basically get to come up with what you think the perfect team would be for this type of situation. It's you and 3 fictional characters. And the question is, who do you pick?
And they don't have any powers. They can't have any powers.
They can't have any supernatural powers.
Does that include magic?
Yeah. Like, they can. You could pick Harry Potter, but he would just be magicless Harry.
Yeah, so just a dude.
Be no good for anybody.
Batman, Clark Kent, and Peter from Office Space.
Alright. Wait, which one's Peter?
Isn't that the main guy?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's your reasoning? Or how do you think it would play out?
Well, Batman's crafty. He doesn't have any special abilities that we couldn't have in the normal world.
Hmm.
And then Clark Kent is Superman, but regular.
Heals, help, never mind.
And then the guy from Office Space, you know, he just has a lack of caring. So if we were to get into a bad situation, you know,
He won't heal you.
he wouldn't be stressing. Yeah, he wouldn't heal you.
I'm just joking.
Wait, so what would the...
A hand-me-down cloak, previously worn.
Oh,
That's
nice.
hilarious.
Hand-me-down. What would Clark Kent do? Other than just, like, be special?
He would be able to keep a journal of our trips, where we've been, so when things came up later, we could recall them through his detailed notes, since he works at the news place.
Would you res Sycorax once we're out of combat?
Sure.
I would pick Gandalf, just because he's really good at being a leader and taking, making choices. I'm not always the best at that. Especially if we were, a lot was on the line. I might be like, I don't know. And then also Hermione Granger would be there because she's super smart and can think logically. So it's always good to have that. And then, I think, who's the other one? I had them just a moment. Why not just Michael Scott, just for fun?
Nice.
Just for fun.
So that you're sure to die?
Yeah. Well, at least we would have a good time. I would love to see Gandalf really just yell at Michael Scott. I think that would be fun.
Yeah, that would be like the most fun to
into a
watch.
lake!
So my 3, one of them would be DCI John Luther from the television series Luther, because he has street smarts and regular smarts, and he's willing to take risks to get things done, and he's has a really great sense of ethics, at least, maybe a little later on when he deals with some of his anger problems. I'd want Luther. And I'd also want Rama from the Raid series, because he would just be able to handle any of the physical types of stuff that we had to handle, because he's like a one-man army that could take out anybody with just his normal human body. And my final person would be Buffy the Vampire Slayer without her supernatural powers, just because I think that Buffy is probably the most willful and charismatic leader that anybody could ever hope for. And she would definitely be the face of the operation, and I would trust her decision making so heavily. So for me, it would be Rama from the Raid, John Luther from Luther, and Buffy from Buffy.
Daryl Dixon, Jesse Pinkman, and Salem, the cat from Sabrina the Teenage Witch. So Daryl Dixon's Walking Dead, crossbow. Jesse Pinkman is just hilarious, cool guy, and Salem is just the right amount of attitude.
So can the cat talk?
Yeah, Salem the cat talks. Yeah.
But can the cat talk in...
Well, in the question, it was specified that they had to be a human. Is
Oh.
Salem a human?
He
That,
is
like-
a human trapped in a cat's body.
Okay,
Dude.
so it would be like the human version of Salem.
Can I choose Jarvis from Iron Man?
Jarvis is not a human either.
No. Can I just have two?
Yeah.
I just want two people.
My first two are from the same series, and I just think that they're the best team you could possibly ask for, and that is Artemis Fowl and Butler. Butler can take on anything. He took down a mountain troll with a mace, because he's a BA like that. And Artemis is the smartest and most complete leader that I know of in literature. There's these things all over there's Dr. Gloom over here.
I
don't know.
feel
We'll just
badass
skip
in
this.
this. What are they from?
The series is Artemis Fowl.
Oh, it is.
Basically, Artemis Fowl is a 12-year-old intellectual genius, but he also believes in magic and fairies and stuff, and he finds a way to exploit the actual fairies for their gold.
Oh, wow.
I think that we head up here. Are people fighting?
Yeah, Breadbreaker and I can't mount up until we finish killing this stuff that's
I didn't realize that.
chasing us. It's all good though.
Would you recommend that series?
Oh, those are level hundreds. I would, absolutely. I mean, I didn't read all of it. There's probably like 6 or 7 books, and I've only read the first 4. But I really liked it.
I remember there were like glyphs on the bottom of one of the pages of one of the books or something,
Mm-hmm.
and I like helped one of my friends decode them, but I never read the series.
It's a, it's a young adult type series, but it's, I really like how it's written, and I like how it reads, and
Well, those are two very important elements of a book.
yeah,
Would you have any more people other than those two, Billy?
I would. I'm trying to think of what female comic relief I would like to have.
Nice.
Jennifer Lawrence.
Yeah, but like, she's not comic relief.
Sorry, Jen. You're not that funny.
Tracked. The Thunderlord Skyriders are hunting me.
I think that, yeah, that's interesting. Comic relief is usually a dude, I think.
Yeah, but I'd like a female. I've got Butler and Artemis, so I need somebody to like even out the male energy. Up here is a flight path, by the way.
I think that one of my favorite comic relief characters is also from Buffy, which is Anya, who is well, I guess she's not a human. She's in a human's body, but she's a vengeance demon that is trapped in the body of a human and cannot use any of her powers. So she's just like a high school girl with the mind of a vengeance demon, and it's very hilarious.
Is that Willow's girlfriend?
No.
Oh, maybe I'd take Willow Ufgood for comic relief.
From Buffy?
No, from Willow.
Oh.
Yeah.
Willow's back.
Willow's back!
Oh, that's fun.
It's stupid. Yeah, my group is formulated such that I would be allowed to be the comic relief character and let everybody else who's way more talented than me do all the work.
Well, I mean, that's fine.
Oh yeah, I just realized my group would be lost all the time.
No, Gandalf wouldn't let you get lost.
Aha! In the Mines of Moria, he says, "I have no memory of this place." He plops down and gives up.
Yeah, but that's the Mines of Moria.
Oh.